Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing you some more fun-free drumming ideas. For this week's lesson, we've got a nice simple 2-measure groove. We've got that classic 4 on the floor, so the bass drum's pumping on beats 1, 2, 3 and 4 throughout the entire beat. It's about the same sort of standard as last week's video, because that was received so well and got so many more views than I normally get. I thought I'd keep it at the same sort of level and hopefully enjoy that. So if you like what you saw in the intro and you want to give this one a crack, stick around and I'll break it down. And there's a slight chance I might mention my new sort of quick start guide to playing drums package as well. There definitely will be. Over 2 hours of video lessons and an ebook. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so if we kick things off, the first thing we want to get down is just your bass drum going on beat 1, 2, 3 and 4 and your hi-hat or your right hand playing on the and of beat 1, the and of beat 2, beat 3 and beat 4. So you get this little pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Practice that a few different tempos, so it can be a little bit tricky if you've not done it before. And then the next stage after that is to add the snare drum on beat 2 and beat 4. So you end up sort of layering it on top of the bass drum. So you want to try and make it line up at exactly the same time. And you end up with this, or something like this. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Gives it a cool little dancey vibe. So what we'll do now, if we take that groove, I'll play that a couple of different speeds and then we'll start playing around with the hi-hat. Here we go. Bit quicker. And even quicker. Alright, sweet, so now we've got the foundation of the groove down, all we're going to do is chuck a few more notes on the hi-hat. So what we're going to do, like I said, this is a 2-measure groove. For measure 1, all we're going to do is chuck our left hand up to the hi-hat on the of beat 2. So you get this little moment where you go bass, tick, together, right, left. And that would be like 1 and 2 and And then we carry on with 3 and 4 and. They didn't line up very well. Let's try that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, let's take that bad boy and speed it up. Sweet. Alright, so that's measure 1 sorted. What we're going to do for measure 2 is we're going to take that little right left and we're just going to continue it a tiny bit longer. So we end up playing 5 notes in a row. So we're going to get this 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So there is going to be a moment where your right hand and your right foot line up with the hi-hat and the bass drum. So that'll be on beat 3. 1 and 2, right, right, snare, tick. Again, didn't quite land up. It's hard to play this slow. So let's try that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And if you just want to take it one step further, you can open that hi-hat on the and of beat 4, which will give you this. That was wrong. If you want to learn about opening your hi-hats within grooves on the and of beat 4, there is a quick start guide package which I've just released which will cover just that. That's the first time I mention it, it's not going to be the last. Alright, so let's now take measure 2, we'll speed that up a tiny bit and hopefully it'll sound a bit more funky than it did about 30 seconds ago. Here we go. Bit quicker. Alright, sweet, so now we know what measure 1 and measure 2 sound like individually. Let's stick those bad boys together. So if we count it out, we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's try that again. 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and. Okay, so let's hear what that sounds like a bit faster. And now a bit faster. Alright, so normally we'd end the lesson there, but because today's a special day, it's the day I release my quick start guide to playing drums, what we do in this package is we learn how to play stuff between the kick snare and the hi-hat and then move it around the kit and get a bit more mileage out of it. So what we're going to do now, as a little bonus, is just take this groove and chuck it onto the toms. So we're going to keep the sticking exactly the same. The right hand's just going to go over to the floor tom, so you sort of, if I go back to the very first part of the groove, it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If we look at measure 1, we've got that little moment on the of beat 2 where we chuck our hand up to the hi-hat. In this case, we're going to chuck it up to the high tom. So we get this 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and a 3 and 4 and. And then for the second measure, we're actually going to sort of bring our left hand around the kit a tiny bit. So for the of beat 2, it's going to be up on the high tom, and then for the E of beat 3, it's going to be down here on the floor tom. So you get 1 and 2 and a 3, 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and. Alright, so that sounds pretty sweet. Let's speed that up and then we'll call it a day. Maybe slip in one more plug. Okay guys, so there it is. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Don't forget to pop over to onlinedrummer.com if you want to download the sheet music completely for free. Also, while you're over there, maybe check out my quick start guide to learning how to play the drums. I'm very proud of it, as you can probably tell. And if you want to come and find me on Facebook or Twitter, there's links in the description below. Also for the quick start guide and my Patreon page as well. So until next time, take care, keep drumming, and I'll see you next Thursday for some more fun-free drumming ideas. Go and buy my package, please.